appreciative from the highest mountain for what they've done.
Yeah,
If you used any of that language toward her and you were my wife or my significant other, I wouldn't be with you another moment.
Joe Jerome, I'm in the house in your mouth. Joe Jerome's in the house in your mouth like ooh.
Peace, peace, family. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace and love to everybody out there. Back at it with another video. This is another eviction one. You guys liked the last one I did, so I'm going to do another one. That's the court eviction. So we're going to do this court eviction one. This one is entitled couple lives rent-free while bullying parents, and then judge kicks them out. So probably some grown-ass kids, grown adult kids still living with their mom and daddy. And then mom and daddy tired of it and say, y'all grown, y'all living rent-free, y'all get on up out of here. So we're going to see what happens. Before we do that, call a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, call a friend. Let them know that Rome's in the house, in your mouth. Joe Jerome, I'm in the house, and I'm in your mouth like, oh, oh. I say, oh, oh, oh. Remember, like, comment, follow, subscribe. And we're going to keep doing this thing. For y'all, I ain't gonna delay it. I'm gonna play it. Start right now.
What time? This was scheduled for 8:30. I don't have the defendants here. What's your name, man? Sir, what's your name?
Robert.
So
the defendants are on Zoom, Your Honor, and I think this was heard last week, and then the plaintiff did not appear, so they filed a motion to set aside the dismissal.
Left corner.
Your names, people, Mr. Audie and Ms. Gorman.
Samantha Gorman.
Ian Audie.
Is this your son?
Yes, it is.
And the relationship between, and that's his girlfriend, is it?
Well,
Okay, now, I am so sorry about your son passing away in March 2 of 25. Well, why didn't you guys call and tell us, hey, listen, that's a bad day. Can we move to it?
think about it. I was not in the right frame of mind, and I apologize to you.
Your Honor.
Not yet.
Okay.
Shut up.
What portion of the house do you rent to them?
So they were going to get evicted out of an apartment. So my husband and I wanted to help to get them to try and get back on their feet once again. This has been continuously. They moved in and it turned toxic quickly. I have been called a C word, a B word. She has yelled at me that I'm an F and B. My son has told me he's going to have the grandkids leave marks on each other and call the police and tell them that I did it. It's just a toxic living situation. I don't even feel safe anymore living at the house, unfortunately. We've tried to help. This is the 18th, we had Flat Rock out. One of my daughters had, she was on the phone with me. He was having, I don't even know what you want to call it. He was out of control. So my son can. So my daughter called for a welfare check. Flat Rock came out. They took him to the emergency room for psychiatric eval. It's just not a good.
How old are you, Mr. Audie?
37.
You work?
Yes, I do.
Ms. Gorman?
I am 35. To be honest, I was an addict for a long time. I've been sober for a year, so I've been putting in applications, been going to interviews. She gave me until June to get a job, but then she she came at us in January and was accusing us of a lot of stuff, and she started threatening eviction. We were supposed to start paying rent to her in January, but the beginning of January, she started threatening eviction, saying she was going to the court to evict us, which she did end up doing. So that's why we never followed through with paying her the rent. And when it comes to
make sure that I understand all of this.
37,
So
35.
Wait. You guys lost your residence prior to moving in with your mother. Is that true or false, Mr. Audie?
True. We had moved out.
And when did you move out of the other place?
That was in
October.
late October.
And then you moved in with your mother and father, the two of you, correct?
And our 2 children.
And so you've had 6 months where you've been there, and your 2 kids have been there, right?
Correct. Or
I
just
don't
under
know.
6 months.
I got it.
But the original, oh, sorry, Your Honor.
Mr. Audie?
The original,
Mr.
Oh,
Audie?
sorry.
I want you
Yeah.
to listen. I don't know. I guess I'm old school. Because I only had one mother and one father. And it sounds to me like they tried to do you a favor. And it hasn't worked out. That's what it sounds like to me. And it sounds like to me like if I was the son, or even if I was dating the daughter of the owners, that I would be saying, you know what, I'm not going to make you go through a court proceeding. I'm going to go ahead and move out voluntarily because that's what adults do.
that was honestly the plan, Your Honor. We
Mr.
planned on
Audie,
moving out
Mr.
on-
Audie, I'm not done talking to you.
I didn't know that. Sorry, Your Honor.
So
Basically, what he says, raise your hand when you want to speak. You don't speak out of turn. Grown folks is talking. You obviously ain't grown enough because you're 37, your wife's 35, and you still living with your parents, man, with 2 kids. That's an inconvenience on grandparents. Like they in they obviously elder years, you can see the parents. They in slow down time. They just want to chill. They just want to chill. They want to wake up. They want it to be quiet. They want it to be slow. They want to do what they want to do and chill. They don't want to wake up and have kids run around their house being loud and crazy. They don't want to wake up and have a grown man, even though it's your kid, or another grown woman who is an ex-addict in their house causing chaos, making noise, cussing them out, being disrespectful. You grown enough to do that in your own house. You somebody's parents now. So you have that right to do that to your kids just like your parents have the right to do that to you. Your parents will say, hey, y'all grown, get out. You getting on my nerves. I done raised you, and it's time for you to be on your own, just like them with their kids. When their kids get to a certain age, they're going to be like, hey, look, we want quiet, peace and quiet. We want to chill. It's chaotic. It's noisy. It's loud. We don't want that. Get out.
I'm going to make this easy. I'm setting aside the dismissal. I'm setting aside the dismissal. You got to be more careful in the future. Okay.
You help us up here.
I know. That's what we do. How old are your kids, Mr. Audie?
13 and about to be 16.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
13 and 16?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And it's good that you got kids, but they got to come first and foremost at this point. You're like
That
way
was-
down the totem pole, as I've always thought that I am with my kids.
That's why we came
So
here.
it's incumbent upon, well, yeah, I know, but the parents did you a favor.
Right.
That's what they did. That's
Right,
what
exactly.
parents do. And
Yeah.
actually, maybe they could be faulted for bringing in a 36 or 37-year-old man and his girlfriend or fiance or whatever you are, wife and 2 kids. Maybe they could be faulted. Maybe we could do that at 21 for them, but at 35, 36,
Hello.
I wouldn't be particularly resolved to bringing in 4 new people to my home, but that's just me. I mean, I feel like when we've raised our kids to 21, 22, we do the best we can. They're on their own. So I'm going to make this really easy.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set aside the dismissal and we are going to have a hearing right now. If you tell me, Judge, I want to have the hearing tomorrow so I can prepare, then you can come here and I'll accommodate you and I'll make the hearing tomorrow. But you folks need to toughen up.
You know, I agree.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Agreed.
I'm telling you right now, It seems to me that this woman is terrified. And don't either one of you tell me whether she should be or not, because I can tell by looking at her that she is. She had to call the police. So, you guys just want to voluntarily enter into a consent agreement now where you can get out of there in 10 days?
Yep.
As long as we can get, yes, because as of now, we had money saved up to move out,
Shut
actually, but our transmission went out on our car. We just paid that. We are showing his dad.
Shut up. You sound just like a druggie. If I was in any way, shape, or form, or in this case, if I was the dad or if I was the judge, I'd be like, shut up. You have no say. You are the girlfriend or wife or mother of these kids' child. That is their son. This is their house. You have no say. So shut up. I don't want to hear your excuses because they sound like typical excuses. Oh, well, we had the money and then we got a transmission fluid flush and then our transmission went out and then it's something and then it's always going to be and then you're not, like the title says, you're not entitled to live there. Where was you living when you was on the streets? Where was you living when you was doing drugs? You was spending all your money on drugs so that way you couldn't afford an apartment? Shut up. You can say nothing. I don't want you to say nothing. And you don't want to. If I was judge, that's what I would say. I don't want you saying nothing else other than yes, sir. Okay, sir. I'm leaving, sir.
At the receipt for that. And as of now, we will be in our car and my kids will be at my mom's. So the longest we can get to save up as much as we can. If 10 days is all we can get, then that's all we can get. I understand. But
with the eviction, there's not much I have to say besides it's not the full truth on what's being said. I know you could say she's
Did you ever
scared.
pay them any rent?
but we understand that it's
Yes or no?
understand
Did you
this,
pay
but
them
I'm
any
going
rent?
to say,
we had an
Yeah.
agreement with her to pay rent, but then she told
Listen
us
to what
she
I'm
was
asking. I'm talking to Mr. Audie here.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever pay them any rent?
I tried and she said no.
I didn't ask you if you tried.
Then no.
I didn't ask you if you tried. I
Yeah.
asked you if you ever paid them any rent. So your answer is no, correct?
She wouldn't take it. I had the money and she would not take it.
But you didn't pay them, right?
But she won't. I
'Cause-
can't pay someone that
Because
won't take
that's
it.
what
and put
mothers
it on the
do.
counter.
Because mothers and fathers love their children unconditionally. Stop, Ms. Gorman.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Well, you guys should be appreciative from the highest mountain for what they've done.
We are, and we have.
Ma'am, you're way too involved. And
Yeah,
if you
thank
used
you.
any of that language toward her and you were my wife or my significant other, I wouldn't be with you another moment.
Hello.
If anybody called my mother any of those names, if she's telling me the truth and she just doesn't strike me as a liar, I'd never be with that woman.
Okay.
And now you're coming in here and you're getting boisterous, and I'm trying just to talk to Mr. Audie because he is the son. And let's be clear, you wouldn't be there but for him.
I apologize.
Woo.
All right, don't say anything else unless I ask you. Will you do that for me, please?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
In other words, shut the up.
Bring me a
Talking too much.
judgment form, Jennifer. Leave it
It's on
blank.
its way.
Thank you.
Learn to shut the F up, man.
You need to get a job, ma'am. I'm glad you're
Hello.
sober. You said you've been sober for a year, but at some point you got to get back into society.
Yes,
You're
that's
Stop being a
mid-30s. You
slob.
should be working. And then
Yes,
you won't
that's
have
what
money
I'm doing.
problems. Then you won't get kicked out of homes. Then you won't have to worry about where you're going to come up with the money to buy the next place. I mean, this is just fundamental life 101. That's what this
Absolutely.
is. And look at your dad. What you got a condition of some kind? Yeah. He's here. He's dragging the court here, and you guys are where at the house?
Trust me, I know, Your Honor, and as you can speak to my dad, me and my dad have a very wonderful relationship. He did not want this to happen, and this was pushed by my mother. And like I said, we have
Mr.
me and my
Audie.
mom. Okay,
Mr.
yes,
Audie.
sir.
Sure. Save it, please. Do you want
Okay.
this to happen? Do you want him to be out, Mr. Audi?
It didn't have to be this way, but at this point, yes.
Did you ever hear Mrs. Gorman call your wife those names that she referred to?
Yes, and I heard Ian, my wife.
You talked to your mother that way? Mr. Audi? You talked to your mother that way? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry I asked that question. I just think differently of you now.
I have said those things in regards to her
Then
attacking
save
my
it.
children.
Save it.
Okay.
Straight up disrespectful, man.
Gosh, I can't believe you would talk to your mother like that.
See how she talks to her grandkids.
Hey, listen.
I'm listening, Your Honor.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay, I'll stop.
Thank you.
She probably wouldn't talk to the grandkids like that if they didn't act a certain way. And if they like their mama, they deserve it to be talked like that. Cause you could tell the mama don't know when to shut up. Obviously the son too. Like no respect.
So I got a young judge that's going to come here and tell me what to do now. She's a really bright lady, Judge Johnson here. She just got appointed in Taylor. Here's what I'm doing. This is not right, Mr. Audi. Ms. Gorman, this is not right. I'm setting aside the dismissal. I'm entering judgment. You got 10 days to get out. I don't expect anybody to be saying a sorry word toward your mother or mother-in-law or whatever she is to you, Ms. Gorman. I expect there to be peace and tranquility. And I'm going to sincerely hope that the four of you will use the next 10 days to patch up whatever differences so that you can enjoy a relationship as you should with your mother and mother-in-law, and she can, and your father can, with the grandkids. And you ought to apologize profusely for ever calling her any of those names. You don't have the right to do that. Are you
Yes, sir.
kidding me? I don't care what she did. But again, I'm old school and I'm thankful for it. Judgment's entered. If they're not out by April 2nd, I've filled out the judgment. We're going to send a copy to everybody. If they're not out by April 2nd, on April 3rd, you come in here with an application for a writ. I will sign. And then the court officer, I'll make sure they go out the 3rd or the 4th at the latest and get them out of there.
So they have 3 kids and a snapping turtle that they want to stick me with.
You're going to take that stuff with you.
No, we don't.
I never said that, Your Honor.
No,
Take them with you.
absolutely.
If you don't take them with you, I don't even want to tell you what the alternative is. You don't want to do that. John just goes in there. Take them with you.
Yep.
And you don't have to wait until the 3rd to be, or the 2nd to be out either. Did I put the 2nd and 3rd on?
Let's see.
2nd, I don't.
Oh, yep, second.
Okay?
Yes, Your
Look at
Honor.
that person in the
I
corner
hope
over there
you'll
talking.
apologize. Ma'am, you need to get a job. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, folks.
Yeah, thank you.
That's okay. So these are, oh, no.
So pretty much he told him, y'all too grown to be living with your mom and daddy. Get your ish and get out. You've been using them long enough. You got grown kids in there that's disrespectful. You yourself is disrespectful. Your wife is entitled and feel like she deserved to be there, or she can tell somebody what to do in their own grown house. That's not how that go down, especially in certain households. Certain households, you just get slapped upside the head and you be gone, or you get talked to a certain way, a crazy way. Yeah, it's not good, man. Especially when it's family. Even blood. They'll show you that even blood can get to a point to where you just like, I'm tired of dealing with you. Sometimes family is who you choose. You know, maybe a lot of time family is who you choose. But that blood is thicker than water. That's not always necessarily the case. Because sometimes blood will be the ones that do you wrong the most. Because they feel like they can. Because they know you, or they feel like because they're family, you should or have to help them. That's not the case. And if you do help them, then they take advantage of it. So I'm glad the judge gave him that judgment. Like, nah, you ain't about to do these to these old folks. Your daddy barely, like you said, your daddy barely around. He done drug himself in here. Your daddy older than you. He drug himself to court, and you at your daddy's house at court. What kind of sense does that make? Shouldn't it be other way around? Shouldn't the younger folks have went to the court, and then the older folks stay home because they old and it's harder for them to get around? Makes sense to me, unless they just not computer savvy and they said it's easier for us to go to court than to try to figure out how to get on Zoom. Crazy. Be out. Get to stepping. Peace and love, y'all. Drop a comment, like, comment, subscribe, call a friend, tell a friend, call a friend. Let them know that Romy Roma's in the house, in your mouth. Jojo Roma, I'm in the house, and I'm in your mouth. Like, oh. I say, oh.